He meant just the dogs.
Nope, kids too. Yeah. I'm famished.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Alright, so now we have to talk to the heat of the sun. Oh, it's on?
Yes, too.
And I said your name. You always let me say your name. I'm
I
sorry.
do. No, it's
I
fine.
just usually don't do that.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Kandi Thompson
And Garrett Gray.
and Sienna Yelnick. We're so excited to have Sienna with us today. So we are doing a little spotlight on a high school senior. So Sienna is about to graduate from Argonaut High School on, is it June 6th?
Yeah.
June 6th. And so Sienna was born and raised here, has gone through the whole school system here. And so we're just very excited with, in honor of graduations coming up, being able to interview a high school senior. So
Yeah.
Sienna, give us, just a little bit about you, kind of a little bit about, where you're from. I just told them where you're from,
Yeah.
but, and just a little bit about you. Go ahead.
Well, I was born and raised here. I have two younger brothers that are twins.
Go Twins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have always played sports my whole entire life. I played softball, basketball, soccer, all of them.
Yeah, Sienna's an amazing athlete.
Thank you.
Yes.
My mom works at the school with me. She has since 6th grade, so she's followed me the whole entire time.
That's fun.
My dad is very involved in my athletics. He used to be my coach for everything. And my brothers are also athletes too. They play basketball and tennis.
Yeah, good. Definitely an athletic family. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, and then your family, so your dad's family is from here, so it's generational.
Yeah.
Okay, and mom moved into this area elementary?
Yeah, she moved around. When she was in elementary school, she moved from Martinez, which is in the Bay Area.
Okay.
And she has two older brothers.
Oh, that's right. So I went to school with her mom, and so you remind me so much of your mom. And so Sienna, you are, what would say a highlight in being raised in Amador County? I mean, it's a small town, and I think you don't really appreciate the small town until you start experiencing, the big city, right?
Yeah.
What would you say is one of your favorite things about growing up in Amador County?
I would definitely say the fair.
We love the fair. Okay, well, speaking of the fair, we're gonna just go off on a tangent here because you and I recently had an experience with the fair, and so did Garrett. So, for anybody that loves the Amador County Fair, which is the #1 county fair in the state, I might add, so we love the Derby. The Derby's our favorite. What's your favorite at the fair?
Probably the Derby.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody loves the Derby.
So but the Derby is kind of hard to get. So when tickets go on sale for any event at the Amador County Fair, it's kind of a big deal. And I, for years, just didn't know how to get tickets. And so I would, a couple weeks before the event, start posting on social media, asking if anybody had them. And it was always a slim chance that we would end up, so we always ended up getting some, but we never knew how. And so this last couple of years, we've decided we're going to log in when the time comes that we're going to be able to buy tickets. And so last year was a little bit crazy. And so I had a little idea of what it was going to be like this year. So I had, Garrett was prepared. We were prepared.
Yeah,
my sister was prepared.
We had timers and watches, everything ready to count down. And when you get on the system and you were able to click on your seats and then you get to the payment portal, everything crashed multiple times.
It would not take your payment. And the thing is that you only get your seats for how many minutes?
It's like 6.
Yeah,
you
they
got
only
on hold for a couple minutes. Oh yeah, you were there.
Yes.
You did too. That's right.
So I'm on the phone at a stoplight with Garrett, and he's like, "You have 4 minutes," and I'm like, "This light will not turn green." And so I'm thinking I'm going to miss all the tickets because they really do go instantly. And so I finally get here. I come running, and my computer won't work. Sienna is on her work program. What's it called? Is it called work program? Where you work here?
Oh,
yeah. Because she works
here.
here.
Know, Sienna also works here.
She has time off in
a
school.
Part-time job.
Yeah.
And she has been hired at Divine Properties. So We are very excited to have her here. And so that day I came running in, my computer wouldn't work. So I'm like, Sienna, I'm so sorry, we have to use your computer. So we literally, the whole office was focused on this for about an hour trying to get tickets. And your phone was the only one that was successful at getting them. I'm so sorry.
Excuse you. Last time she coughed, didn't she drink something nasty in the cup?
Oh no.
Just saying. So we ended up getting tickets. I believe
DSD.
There's how many? Like 12 tickets or more?
We might have.
She knows
she bought them all.
Okay, so because we didn't know how these tickets were going to come through, we just kept buying and buying and buying. And at this point, we want to do a giveaway.
Yes.
So
we have a few extra tickets.
We have a few. And what we want to do is if you're able to like and subscribe and then comment down below, Derby.
Subscribing is the most important.
Subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. All of the stuff everybody always says about doing something to like someone's podcast or episode.
Right.
Then comment Derby below. We'll put you into our drawings, and then we'll probably do that for the next.
Yeah.
Till what do we say? Mid-June?
Mid-July.
Mid-July.
Derby is, the fair is the end of July. So we're going to give you about 60 days to subscribe. We're going to take from today anybody that subscribed in that time, and we're going to be giving away 2 sets of Derby tickets because we have a few extra. So anyway, is that hilarious? She says she got 13 herself.
Yeah.
When you're all trying to get some, and like if you can get them, you're like, get them.
Yeah.
Like we don't even. So we do have a couple of sets of them, and so but we are doing a Derby giveaway, and so that'll be really exciting. And we will actually come to you from the Derby to show you what exactly this excitement is all about. So okay, thank you for our little segment on that. Okay, so what are your plans after high school?
My plans after high school, I'm going to attend Folsom Lake College for the first 2 years. And then I'm going to transfer to a 4-year, which will probably be Sac State.
Awesome.
And I'm planning on becoming a pediatric nurse or a physical therapist.
That's awesome. I love that.
Just got to stay with it. A lot of people will end up getting to college, and next thing you know, they'll find out it's not for them, or they'll get sidetracked and then not follow through, and then they drop out and then go do whatever else. I've had a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And they end up being in the correction system as a Mule Creek officer or somewhere in the correction. It's just how it goes. I don't know.
Or they have their sister pass college for them.
We're not talking about this. Oh, that's another thing. No, we're not talking about that. It happened.
Your and his sister share a degree.
What do leaders do? They delegate. I'm very good at delegation. All right, and the stuff gets done at great potential. So I find your potential, I maximize it, and I delegate it.
That's right. Yeah, so he shares the degree, but his name's on it. But
my name's on it. Yeah, it's my paper.
Yeah.
Her work ethic, and it was perfect.
Yeah,
it worked out really well.
Yeah. So we recommend not doing that. But
well, she's the sister. She's the one who's going to be doing it for them.
So Sienna is very motivated and very dedicated, and so she's actually going to be working as the property management coordinator for Divine Properties while she's going to school for the next 2 years. So we're very excited. So you will, if you pop in, you will see Sienna. Okay, let's think. What is your favorite experience in high school?
I would probably say like the sports games, like Friday night football. That's always been really fun. I am in the student body. I'm the senior class vice president.
Oh, good for you.
So planning like rallies and like just getting like the school to like participate in events.
Being involved, that's good.
Yeah.
It brings kind of like that esprit de corps, right?
Yeah.
That spirit into the school that you need, and a lot of kids I think don't have that.
Yeah.
And they just kind of go through the deal, and they're not actually I think experiencing that high school life that you could potentially have if you were a little bit more invested and had a little more spirit into it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just getting involved, right? And that's what the student body does, is they really try to help people learn how valuable it is to get involved.
Yeah.
I love that. And so now we just recently got the privilege of awarding Sienna with a scholarship at the Argonaut Scholarship Night. So Amador Youth Basketball awarded Sienna with $1,000 scholarship. And you got other scholarships?
I got the John Begovich Memorial Scholarship, which was also $1,000. And then
amazing.
I got one for my mom's work union.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so awesome. No, it was so fun. And that scholarship night, and I know for Amador and Argonaut, Amador's was, I want to say May 7th, and Argonaut's was May 14th.
Yep.
And they gave, adjusted Argonauts, they gave away over $200,000 in scholarships. It was incredible. And I know it was equal amount at Amador. And so we have such a giving community to our schools. So that was really, really awesome. So, okay, any other thoughts on growing up in Amador County. Go ahead, Garrett.
Well, I was gonna say, what are you most nervous about now?
Okay.
Like,
adulting.
Doing that transition, right? Like, you went through high school, you had fun, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
But what are you most nervous about now for the next step?
I would probably say going to school in like a bigger city, just because like my schools have always been like so small because we live in a small town, and I know like Folsom Lake, there's gonna be a lot of students there. Sac State, there's gonna be a lot.
Oh yeah.
So
big transition.
Yeah, probably that. And I'm not really used to like
you.
living in the city.
Yeah.
So
are you gonna live down there?
I think after
in the Sac State.
Yeah, after I do Folsom, I'm gonna try to save up and get my own apartment.
Yeah.
So I can live wherever I decide to go.
Yeah.
So
good idea.
You know what's cool is I know these really good real estate agents that can help you buy a house, and then you can rent out rooms to people for you, and then that's how it works
pays
out.
for your rent.
Yeah.
Or pays for your house payment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you can do it.
No, and I'm very excited for you. So you may or may not know, but I am also in school. Don't do what I did. Go to school now. Don't have to do it when you're 49. I just turned 49. It's hard to say that. But it's easier to say that than 50. Just saying. So anyway,
right there.
I actually started at Folsom Lake, but I was doing the online program, and I was so impressed. Like I mean, the professors were really awesome. When I was getting my broker's license, I went through a couple of in-person classes at Folsom Lake. And one of them was my real estate law class. And it was really awesome. Actually, it was taught by a real estate attorney who specialized in contract law. And so the first thing he said was, this is the first time you're ever going to spend 52 hours with an attorney. It was hilarious, but it was so awesome. And so I had a great experience there. And I'm really excited that that's the direction that you're going. You'll do good. Knocking all that out and then going to Sac State. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, anything else you want to share with everybody about growing up in Amador County, going to schools in Amador County? Do you feel prepared? Do you feel prepared to go off into college world?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think
Good.
My mom's definitely helped me.
I bet.
Well, a good support system is.
Who's your favorite teacher? It's okay.
I have a lot. There's a lot of
That's
good
what they always say.
Miss Wenska, Miss Varney.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite campus supervisor?
Obviously.
Yeah, no, you were not baited there at all. Yeah.
Very open question.
Yes. Okay. Anything else, Garrett?
No, I'm excited for you. I mean, it's a big leap into, I think, the next chapter of a life, right? And you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to see a lot of different things. So just remember to have fun.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing. Don't always get locked down into working, because that's going to be the rest of your life. So do enjoy yourself to an extent, right? Yeah. Everything is good in moderation. So that's, if I can tell anybody, that's a very key point, is it's okay to have fun, but it's all in moderation, right? Yeah. If you could talk to a freshman or an incoming person into high school just starting their next chapter, right, from the junior highs, what would you tell them to help their high school experience be better, or maybe less, I don't know, worrisome or so big and, something like that?
I would say get involved with like athletics and just participate in like school events. Make sure you do your work. Yeah. Obviously.
True. Yeah.
And just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's right. Get in with the right people.
Get into a groove, right?
Yeah. Well, and I would have to say, I have always said that if you work hard, you get to play hard, right? So you get to work really hard, and but also your first and foremost is you got to know Jesus.
Yeah.
If you don't know Jesus, everything's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So, well, we're very grateful for you to be here. Yes, thank you.
We know you work here, so it was pretty easy to get a hold of you, but it was a good time.
Yes,
enjoyed it.
Yes, and so we are also. Garrett has had the opportunity. He was out and about in the big town of Jackson this week, and he was able to interview our local insurance agent, Bo Gilman.
Yeah, I got to sit down with Bo Gilman and kind of talk about that insurance around Amador County and kind of what to expect, especially if you've never had insurance, which you should have insurance, but having a local person that knows the area, how to not manipulate, but just understand the difference of your situation compared to somebody else's is completely different, right? So they're able to build that package for you and give you the best rate possible on your circumstance, whether it be home, car, flood, fire, right? The difference when we went really extent into the California Fair Plan and kind of like how it's built and what's going on. So you guys can catch that. I'll have it on my Instagram, and I'll actually have it up here on our YouTube too. It was a really enlightening experience because some things I didn't even know, and I was like, wow, but it makes sense though when you really get down to it. But having that local knowledge right here, I mean, Bo Gilman is an awesome, phenomenal guy for the community. He does a lot around here.
Born and raised.
He did his stint down in LA, then he came back, right? And he found a passion into getting this insurance stuff done. And I think he's done a great job. And so if you have insurance questions, Madic and Vukovic. I got scolded a little bit.
Oh, you did. It's not just Madic Vukovic.
No, it is. But I said Madic wrong. I said it was something different.
No,
yeah. So, but it's fine. He corrected me, and then we moved on. But it was still kind of funny. But it's a good community. I mean, they like the face-to-face. I mean, the biggest thing that I was kind of talking about is you could find insurance all day online, right? But it's almost like blanket policies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it starts. If you really want to get into the nitty-gritty, and we didn't talk about this, but we came up after it. If you want to really know your monthlies of what it's going to be like to buy a house, you can't just get pre-approved and know the money for the loan. I would definitely recommend you going and getting with an insurance agent, maybe Madic and Vukovic Insurance with Bo Gilman, and figure out those numbers too, because that all pays into your monthlies. Absolutely. And if you don't know that, you're going to be really shocked when you come out to the end of it, when you finally go and find insurance. 15 days into the escrow process, and you got to pay another $500 to $800 more a month.
Right.
And then and then your funding is different, and then you want to back out, and then that dream that you had kind of slowly starts dissipating, and then you rent forever, and we would hate for that to happen. So in the processes of you buying a home, get pre-approved, talk to a real estate agent, and go find out your insurance. Right? Like, what is available? What do you have to get in certain areas in Amateur County? We talk about it a lot, so you can find it on my socials. I know Kandi will probably share it too. So.
Yep. So, okay, awesome. Well, we appreciate you being with us this week, and we hope that you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. I said week a lot.
Like, subscribe, and get some Derby tickets.
All right. Bye, you guys. Have a good week.
Provided in this podcast is for general informational purposes only. All opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not reflect the official stance of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services or Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Divine Properties or any affiliated entities. This podcast does not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice, and listeners are encouraged to consult with qualified professionals regarding their specific needs. While we strive to provide accurate information, we make no guarantees regarding the completeness or reliability of any information discussed. We are not responsible for any actions taken by listeners based on the content of this podcast. Additionally, topics covered in the podcast are based on the host experience and opinions and may not apply to all situations. Listeners are reminded that real estate laws and regulations may vary by location, and information may become outdated over time. By listening to this podcast, you agree to release the host, guests, and any associated entities from any liability related to the topics discussed.